Let's talk about China. You're dealing with a country that is economically much stronger than you, technologically more advanced than you are. How do you cope? What do you do?
I think that one is that, look, there is no alternative to building domestic capacity and domestic resilience. Internal capacity building, internal reforms, internal, whether it's military, diplomatic, human resource, or capability, that we really cannot outsource to anyone, and that should be the #1 priority. Even as we try to leverage China, for example, because China is a big economic power, it is your neighbor, it is one of our largest trading partners. So in some ways, we have to leverage that. We have to ensure that China India continues to be invested in Chinese growth story, and vice versa. But I think there are certain critical sectors where India needs internal resilience. Okay. And those cannot be outsourced to Chinese, and we can't be over-dependent on China. It came to us much late, this realization. When COVID happened, for example, the whole pharmaceutical industry was seen as dependent on Chinese APIs. So I think that problem certainly still exists. But the other, I think, aspect is that we need to be more upfront about the kind of partnerships we need. Because
give me an example.
I think US is a good example. The West is a good example. And I think this India-EU partnership, which, it took us 2 decades to finalize the trade deal. Now, of course, there are good reasons why it happened, when it happened. But in a sense, the partnership with the West is going to be pivotal in building domestic capacity in the country. But because there is also Cold War hangover in India, where anything to do with West is seen as bad. So, during the Cold War, non-alignment was largely negative, that we will not partner with the West.